Perfectly Queer with It Gets Better.
It's a bob.
It's a bob. It's a jam.
It's a bob.
It's a certified classic. Anyway, hi
Women,
everyone.
baby.
Oh, hi everyone. Welcome
Okay.
to Perfectly Queer with It Gets Better Project. My name is Tayler. I am your semi-friendly neighborhood chaos bisexual.
Reporting live.
Reporting live.
Reporting live. I am your best Gemini friend, long-haired, non-binary butch ever. Look at how long it's grown.
No, truly.
Y'all, this is the longest I've had my hair in 5 years.
Are you gonna keep it long?
Well, I'm going to try to grow it out,
Oh, good luck.
but I don't know how to style it. I'm like, right now.
That's why I keep mine in twists. I also like fight every day not to just shave it all off. It's please. You look like Oliver Twist. Please, sir.
Please. Oh my God, some soup. We were literally just talking about soup.
Ever was like, you guys, okay, Ever our producer was like, oh, okay, take a quick break before we start, and Ever comes back and they're like, oh, you guys mind if I like have some soup right now? And me and the producer were like, sure, but we're going to start the show in 2 minutes, so maybe drink it fast or something. I don't know.
Blend it up. I mean, soup
Yeah.
is just blended, anyways. Blended stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
some of it's just
Anyway,
like, okay, yeah, you're right. We're gonna focus. Hi, chat.
How was your week? Hi, chat. Oh yes, chat. Oh my gosh, hello.
Lilas, yeah, we're.
Oh my God, Lilas, hello.
Growing your hair out is hard.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
Honestly, would love to eat soup with everyone. Like a
Truly.
soup chat. Or we're gonna have a soup chat.
And then it's like maybe we could do like a book club, but for soup. So like every week, every different week, it's like soup. See, if I could go back to the very beginning, I would be like, that's how we're gonna structure the
Just
show.
a bunch of like slurping ASMR sounds.
The ASMR people make the money. They make the cash. People love
Honestly,
them.
I was just thinking about doing that.
They make the cash, bro. They make the cash.
I'm really grumpy. That's gonna be mine.
Right. Just like the.
I'm really grumpy right now. This is me. Plotting revenge.
Plotting revenge. Please. My week was good though.
Okay, yeah.
You'll never guess who is
What?
coming to my institution of higher learning on March 9th.
Who?
BB Zahara Benet
What?
of Drag Race is coming.
Okay.
If you guys don't know who BB is, she is the first winner of the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race. And she's coming because she apparently made a short film, and it's showing at our little school.
Oh my God.
theater. So she's coming.
That's
to, like,
incredible.
talk and everything. I'm so excited.
Are you gonna moderate?
No. Way
Okay.
above my pay grade. But I hopefully will be in attendance.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. I think I'm really excited. But my week has been good. It's been raining all day. People on the East Coast, you understand what I'm saying to you. How was your week?
Week has been really good. I feel like it's flown by. It was just hailing like 30 minutes ago at my apartment in Los Angeles, and now it's sunny again. And I'm like, okay, well,
The end is near.
I had a dream about tornadoes. I had a dream about tornadoes, and I have a fear of those. So we'll see.
Have you ever been in one? Like been near one or in one?
No, the neighboring town. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. It's not a happy topic.
No, we'll get
one year on my birthday, May 27th, a tornado wiped out an entire neighboring town.
Oh my gosh. I'm not laughing because I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean there were no deaths, like thankfully. And,
it's
traumatic. You know, It's very
Yeah.
traumatic. Sorry if anyone's gone through the chat and not expected
Right.
to reminisce about their tornado experiences, but so I'm very afraid of tornadoes because we lived in Tornado Alley.
I was gonna ask, were you in like that? Like, you know what is actually very wild to me, and it's not your fault for living there because you don't get to choose where you're born and live and grow up and everything like that. But also, why live in a place called Tornado Alley? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's cool to brag about.
Who are you bragging to? I'm like, all right, so we have we are completely risk. We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah, not risk averse. We're risk seeking. I'm a thrill seeker. I live in Tornado Alley.
I think I'm afraid of tornadoes because one of my mom's favorite movies is Twister, and she used
to watch Joe.
It all the time. Yeah, Twister. If you guys have not seen it, what is that movie from the 90s? 80s?
Yeah.
90s. Anyway, it's about these storm chasers, and they chase storms, and it's about this huge tornado that they chase throughout the movie. And I remember being. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. It's
about rekindled romance.
Oh, that's also true. Yeah, there is a romantic subplot, which is actually pretty good as far as romantic subplots go. It's not bad. Yeah. But I remember being younger and being like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? I get it, but something we don't need to know everything.
We gotta know about the wind.
We don't.
We have to know.
And I'll be really real with you, Ever, and I'll be real with you, Chad. Yeah. I don't know how the wind works. I don't know what precipitates the wind. I don't know how it starts. I don't know where it goes, where it comes from. I don't know who's generating it. I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
So when I lived in Chicago and I was doing stand up there at open mics, this one guy was like, "Wind is not real." And I was like, what?
What?
I was like, we literally live in the Windy City. I thought he was joking, and he believed it. And now he's a flat earther.
And Ever, I was literally about to be like, is he a flat earther too?
He's a flat earther.
It's a slippery slope. One day you're like, the wind's not real. Next day you're like, the earth is a disc. That's what I mean. Oh, anyway,
we love it.
I'm glad you had a good week, though.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. It was really fun. I did my first ever commercial for Big Oil, and that was, I can't tell you the name legally. This time I cannot tell you the name, but I'm going to tell you something. You want to go into commercial work? Get ready to squeegee a car for 2 hours.
Like I told you when you told me about this, Hollywood is not a real place. Because what do you mean? Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But if it pays the Bronco. I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary of having a Bronco.
I was literally about to say, I feel like it was this time last year that you were kind of closing the deal out and taking all your thirst trap videos and pictures of the Bronco.
I got to take some more.
And I agree. I think you've been slacking, actually, to be honest.
Gemini activate. Me. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, guys, we're focused. We're focusing. We're here. So today's episode is going to focus on continuing to celebrate Black History Month. It is February, guys. We're moving into the last week, basically. The last full week. We're in the last full week of Black History Month. And so we're going to be looking at It Gets Better's newest series for Black History Month, followed by a celebration of our work this past year. Mm-hmm. We're going to show you guys the highlights. We're going to talk about all our favorite moments. It's going to be fab. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So why don't we get right on into it? Let's go to Thriving and Enliven. Another bop.
Really, truly, and honestly. But as I said, the It Gets Better Project's newest project, Black and, like I mentioned 2 weeks ago, is our Black History Month campaign, highlighting all the ways our intersectional identities complement each other and inform our experiences as LGBTQ plus people.
Yeah, and this month we are joined in our youth voices, activists, creators, and more, sharing stories, celebrating heroes, and illustrating the ways that we are more than just one thing.
Mm-hmm. So, our first Black and video, we will hear from Anthony, a Black, trans, and proud athlete.
I'm a trans athlete. Sports has always made me feel really good. It always made me feel a part of a team, and it was great exercise, and I had tons of fun meeting new people. Although growing up, it was a little bit tough for me, especially with coming out as a trans person in high school. I became the first openly trans person to play. And I thought it was very important that as I grew up, that I would be that, because that was something that I never saw. I didn't find any other Black trans athletes such as myself. And I think it's really important that we have that representation. And I hope that someday in the future, there will be more Black trans people playing sports and doing it all. I just want to give a shout out to my dad, who was my biggest supporter when I first came out. Love you, Dad.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Shout out to dads.
Shout out to dads.
Dads.
Wow. Oh, that's so nice. Oh,
I know.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, good for him, because as someone who steered clear of athletics in high school, I literally I can't even conceptualize being a high school athlete and then also on top of that being the only trans athlete in your vicinity. That's really commendable.
Brave.
Yeah, truly.
So
honestly.
brave. And also football?
Yeah. We had a girl on our football team. She was special teams though, she was a kicker. So she wasn't really out on the field, but she was, looking back, actually I probably had a huge crush on her. I was obsessed with her.
Oh, I would have been
I was obsessed.
We're just close friends.
I just admire her and her work ethic deeply. Yeah,
I would be like, I'll carry the football bag for my best friend. Best friend. No, sometimes I think if I were more flexible, I was like, if I could be a kicker, I could get millions of dollars for maybe 5 minutes of game time every other Sunday.
Listen, and my dad's in the chat, so he knows exactly what I'm about to say. Our team in our family house is the Baltimore Ravens. Say what you want about that in the chat, I don't care. If you're a Steelers fan, we have beef, all right? Anyway, also if you're the Cleveland Browns, we have beef. Anyway.
Okay, when are Cleveland Browns a threat? Who has?
I know, but I don't
Browns?
like them. It's not a threat. It's that I don't like them. Anyway, the Baltimore Ravens has the best kicker that has ever existed. His name is Justin Tucker. He is literally the best kicker in the NFL. I have been in love with him since I was 15 years old, and I'm obsessed with him because that's exactly what he does. He goes on that field, he does what he needs to do, and he gets off.
Takes care of business.
And we have won countless games because of him. Truly.
Thank you for your service.
You see what my dad said? My husband. Exactly. Okay,
so we're gonna move right on to the next video because we could talk about football all day. My excitement's kicking in. I'm like, oh, okay. Our next video, we're going to hear about Dion, who's one of our amazing youth voices, who's Black, queer, and an artist.
I'm an artist. Being Black and being queer and being an artist, the role that my identities play in being an artist just simply comes down to the stories I tell and the stories I deem necessary to tell. And a lot of the stories that I deem necessary to tell are the ones that express the plights of humanity. And with being Black and being queer, I have a bunch of plights to talk about, but with those plights come a lot of things to celebrate and a lot of things to be proud about, and a lot of things that haven't necessarily been communicated in the past. So it just gives me a sense of versatility with the stories I'm able to tell. My shout out goes to anyone Black. Anyone Black that I've met, anyone Black that I haven't met, anyone Black that thinks I'm cool, and anyone Black that doesn't. And to my 11th grade AP US history teacher, Mr. Wilkerson, I hope you're doing amazing.
These young people are so cute! They're adorable. I was like, I want to be your friend. I think you're very cool, Dion. Actually, you would.
I know.
Yeah,
I was intimidated.
Oh,
I was like,
teenagers scare me. Young people scare me. I'm like, I'll cross the street if I see a group of teenagers walking down the same sidewalk as me. I'm like, okay.
I don't feel like being roasted in a language I don't understand.
I'm aging out of the lingo so fast. Like the other day, my brother was talking about Riz, and I was like, what is that?
What is
that? It's apparently like flirting, like, oh, he's got Riz means like they're a good flirt or whatever, like they're good with. I was like, I don't. I'm done.
I just learned "Hey Mamas."
Hey Mamas
as a singular for butch representing people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'm a Hey Mamas.
Yeah.
But anyways, we don't have time for this because I'm also feeling
no.
like,
but I do want to talk about Dion's art real quick though, because I thought it was.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to go back to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yes. Yeah. They are. I don't know their pronouns. They are really, really talented. Really.
Yeah, it was
really
like digging this art.
Gorgeous, completely, and I really like the messaging of it. Is like showing, you know, a perspective that like other people might not have seen or that might not have been done yet because like of how few like Black artists are like mainstream or like people know about them. So I really, again, I commend them.
Yeah, and I know like It Gets Better is going to put their handles in the chat, so be sure to follow Dion ASAP. Support the artist, support the art.
Riz is short for charisma.
Oh my
god! See, and that's
Sulky,
how I know. Thank you, Sulky. That's how I know I'm out to pasture. Because I would have never in my life,
and y'all would never know what that means.
Yeah.
What about that?
You exactly. I say stuff like that all the time. My brothers are like, "What are you saying? Why are you speaking in poetries?" And I'm like, I'm not
out to pasture.
Dusty bones. Okay. We're gonna go into our final video. Let's meet Ariane, who is Black, queer, and a forager.
I am a forager. Being a Black, queer forager is who I am. It is where I come from. It's part of my DNA. I always find that both my Blackness and my queerness fuse together to create this really amazing, imaginative world of foraging where there is so much spirit and so much community, so much knowledge to be learned. I think that it's so essential for queer people to have spaces and have activities that are freeing and opening and grounding. And for me, I feel like I'm able to connect to my ancestors and connect to a larger community of people around me and a long history. I want to give a shout out to all the Black people, obviously, and especially to the emerging spiritual leaders of the world. You are needed, and we need you more now than ever. Happy Black History Month.
They're also well-spoken.
I know, very calm.
Very calm, because I was feral. I was a young person. Oh, goodness.
Oh my god, that's incredible. I started following a bunch of like foragers on Instagram. Well, really just one. And I had no idea there was like a whole community.
My best friend, she lives out in Portland and she forages. They do like mushroom foraging, and I'm like, what?
Wow.
Like,
how do we get them? That's cool.
It's really cool.
Dangerous.
She goes with like a person who like knows and like is within the community and like knows what is poison and what can actually be eaten, so like she's safe or whatever. But yeah, don't go out. Listen to me, people watching this. Don't just go out into the woods and start popping things like into your bag and on your mouth and on your skin and stuff. Don't do that.
Do
not do that. Do not do that.
Do not do that. Y'all, besides our moving on, besides our video, It Gets Better has also reached out to their youth voices to discuss who inspires them. Iris, yeah. One of our current youth voices picked Angela Davis, saying, "Oh, okay. I thought there was a voice thing, and that was my fault." Saying, I was like, "There's gonna be a vocal sting." Saying, "The person I admire the most is Angela Davis. I feel she represents me as a fellow Black, queer, femme, and an Alabama-born activist. Being an abolitionist and part of the Black Panther Party, she gave everything to the civil rights and LGBTQ rights movements. Angela involved herself in every facet of the movements, from political advocacy and policy to engaging in direct action and community organizing, like the Black Panthers Free Breakfast Program in Oakland, California. We should all involve ourselves in every aspect of the movement to create tangible, lasting change.
Again, so well said, so well spoken. Absolutely. And yeah, I definitely agree. Dr. Angela Davis, she is truly like, and what's wild is I did not know that she was queer until I was like 19 or 20 years old.
Wow, yeah.
Which was like, that was like, it was like my brain had been like expanded. I was like, what do you mean by that?
Like,
yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean
No, that's literally it. That's all I have to say.
One thing I really like about this is like something like the free breakfast program is so needed even now, and it also shows like, hey, this is, in some cases it might seem like a very small thing, like a bake sale or a bake giving thing, but that's like, you can start being active in your community and active in social movements by starting small. And helping others in need. And, you know, some people don't have the monetary, I don't want to say surplus, but like security to, you know, help pay for, you know, or donate to different organizations or causes. But what you can do is get involved, go to town hall meetings, show up, or if you have a skill, you can use that to help others and to help, you know, social movements and queers across the country, actually world.
Yeah, truly.
So I really commend all the youth out there getting involved.
We talk about it all the time. They're impressive. They're impressive and just like you just said, full of
charisma.
Oh, but like you said, absolutely, it's the small things. You know, Angela Davis didn't start off, you know, being like the huge icon that she is now, that we know her to be, and that history knows her to be. You know, she started off small as well, and like that's where everybody starts off in their journeys of advocacy and activism. And so, you know, starting your local communities. We've talked about this a lot on the show over the past years, that it really, your local community and framing that the way you want it to be is going to give you more direct results for your like quality of life and the quality of life for your community members than like national or international or anything like that. So start there. Always start there, you guys.
Start to get to know your neighbors. It's nice.
It is. I had dinner with my neighbors the other day. It was very nice.
We all know each other's names, and it's really nice out here. Nice. You know. Okay, y'all in the chat, what are some of y'all's inspirations?
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat.
My dad, this is not your hoodie, Dad. You don't bring family business into this show right now. This is not your hoodie. This wouldn't even fit you. It would be a crop top on you.
Damn. Really bringing it out.
I'm sorry. Everybody had to see that.
My anxiety could never. Oh, Lila's.
Yeah. The foraging scares me. Like, that's why, like, the whole, like, apocalypse thing, like, not to bring the mood down, but if there was an apocalypse, I don't think I would be able to be, like, a forager person. Because I don't know the difference. I don't know nothing about nature.
Lazy, my grandma is my inspiration.
Audre Lorde is a great choice, Lilas. I love.
Oh my god, I just
Audre
saw
Lorde.
Lilas. Yeah.
If you want a really cool documentary about Audre Lorde's work, particularly as it pertains to like women and femmes and queer people, there's this really good one called Audre Lorde: The Berlin Years, and it's available on Vimeo for like $5. And it's just like talking about how she helped develop like a coalition of Black women in Germany when there wasn't really like groups of like Black women like coalescing and kind of like sharing their lived experiences in that country. I would definitely recommend it. It's very powerful and very fun.
I'll watch it.
It was great. It's great. It's great.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's really good documentary.
That's our homework. That's
Homework. That's my last assignment.
Oh no, it is our last assignment.
I
know. Oh, right on into the next segment, y'all. Seamless.
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
Okay. Do we want to read this together, Tayler?
Yeah, you want to switch off every word?
I was going to see if we could do it at the same time, but that might yeah.
Okay, wait. We could do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Announcement that this first season of the podcast is coming to an And with today's episode and will begin airing again in the spring.
I didn't like that as much as I thought I would.
No, neither did I, but we did our best.
We did it.
Our best. But yeah,
the audience goes to sleep.
Yeah, they're like, okay. Anyway, we're logging off now. Goodbye.
No, y'all.
Yeah,
this has been such a great moment and year for me and like for us and bit of a bittersweet moment, but we're so excited to see this podcast take off in the new iteration in the spring.
Yeah.
It's always exciting. Change is always exciting. So since this is our last episode as co-host, we're going to be using part of today's episode to reflect on our time together.
Mm-hmm. It's so hard to say goodbye.
Is that the Fast and the Furious song?
Yeah.
The family song?
Yeah. I don't even know how that song goes.
I'll see you again.
Oh my gosh, the Wiz Khalifa song. I know. I hate that song. I think it's because I had given up on Fast and Furious by then. And so I was God. I don't care.
We went to go see Magic Michael as a joke. That's what I call it, Magic Michael. Have you seen Magic Mike 4?
Okay, first of all, it's the third one. It's the third one. Ever, don't play in my face right now. I love the Magic Mike series. Please don't do it. So bad. Oh my God. The second Magic Mike, and I'm being so completely dead serious, is one of this century's best road trip movies. And I mean that. I mean it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Because it's coming from you, I'll believe it.
I mean it.
And I'll watch it. And
because my thing is, it's just fun. I love a movie that's just like, just strap in and have a good time, everybody. Mm-hmm. It's like, yep.
Okay, I'm going to save my opinions on Magic Michael 3 for off air. Because it was fun, but it was also confusing.
That's fair. It usually is. Both the first and the second one. The first and the second one are confusing. I've watched them both like at least, I saw the second one like 4 times in theaters.
Okay.
But I've seen the first one like 3 times, and there are still some plot lines that I'm like, and why did we do this? What was the choice here?
I'm sure you're watching it just for the plot lines.
Oh yeah, I'm studying that plot real. Speaking of studying, that's a perfect transition. Let's talk about what is arguably one of my funniest moments from this podcast. Let's play a clip. I just want to say that Chella Man, if you're watching this, if you're available any Tuesday for the next foreseeable future, please hit my line, because you really are such a handsome individual.
I've never seen somebody shoot their shot like this, and I'm here for it.
I have to let it be known.
I'm just gonna say, for our listeners, for our viewers, if you know Chella Man, let's be matchmakers, please. And also pay attention to what they have to say.
Yeah, because it's amazing. That's a great video. Roll the clip. And ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed guests, I would just like to say this. The only edit I'd like to make to that statement is that I am no longer available on Tuesdays. Chella Man, if you're watching this podcast, I am available Wednesday and Thursday.
Wow. Chella Man. ASMR. You know how to find Tayler.
You know exactly where to find me. My socials are in here. It's I
think it could still happen.
I want it to. I'm manifesting.
I'll manifest that for you too.
Thank you. I'm
a Gemini that's harvesting tornadoes right now. You know, I'm like, yes, activate.
Not harvesting tornadoes.
When I say harvesting, I have allergies so bad that it's like hard to think or talk right now.
Oh, Ever. Hello.
Perfect place to freeze.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
What?
No, it's fine.
It's
fine. I see you now. But speaking of harvesting,
do
you want to go into your funny moment, my friend?
I mean, I think it's still relevant, but yeah, let's roll that beautiful.
I'm gonna show you all a
bean
plant.
footage.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, show us a plant right now.
This is a plant that I am currently trying to revive. You're a savior. This is amazing.
You're actually doing great. I'm sorry. Where's the other leaf?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know what happened. They just
happens.
all fell off.
It's the change of the seasons. Just
And this one is like going under. I don't know what to do.
Oh! Good heavens.
Okay, so y'all, it got better for a minute, and then it got worse.
Oh.
One day it was growing, and the next,
where is it? It's gone.
I keep hoping that it's gonna come back, but I think the root is dead.
It's probably gone, friend.
You know, you leave town for one weekend and you don't water it for 3. So, you know.
All my houseplants are dead. When I left to go to my parents for Christmas, and I came back, it was, which made me kind of sad because one of them I'd had since I moved into this apartment, so like 3 years, and I was like, dang, you were my last stronghold. You know what's so wild though? I can keep a dog alive and quite happy, but I can't keep a houseplant. Like, this is like a living, breathing.
Well, but then a houseplant is like, they're finicky because you can't overwater them, you can't underwater them. It's like, do you want the light? A dog will tell you like, "What's up? I'm hungry. I gotta pee."
That's so true. Because
cut yourself some slack.
He used to be very quiet. Like, he used to make like no sound, no barking, whatever. And now he's like feels comfortable and he feels safe and he has a bit of personality. So now he'll just start screaming if he wants something, like at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, "Hello," and he's like scraping his paw against the snack cabinet, and he's like, "I would like a treat, please."
He's not even saying please.
No,
like,
he's
I would
not.
Like a treat.
Open this door and give me a treat.
Yeah. If a dog's doing that, it's not saying please. Oh my God. So Tayler, like, do you have any other favorite moments or advice from this past year?
Okay, well, I it's not a favorite moment. I just really loved our guest segments this year. Meeting all of these amazing, incredible queer people who are doing so many, queer people and allies, who are doing so many different things within our community, touching so many different walks of life, so many different occupational kind of environments. And like, our commonality is our queerness, but they're all applying it to so many different sorts of things. Like, we've met musicians, we've met community activists, we've met writers, we've met artists, we've met, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's
we've
so
seen
incredible.
Chella Man.
We've seen Chella Man. Like, it's so incredible to just like, and we talk about this all the time. Like, I could not have fathomed something like this when I was a young person, you know, like, just like the vast array and like the huge ecosystem of queer people that now exists at basically every facet of life. Like, it's such a beautiful, wonderful thing to see. I'm so glad that we got to kind of like facilitate that as co-hosts and like give them a platform to speak about their work, their aspirations and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. I think for me, this has been like educational on a personal growth in a very similar way. And two, like, I think one thing that, even though like I'm out and I've been out for a very long time, and I didn't think it would have this big of effect on me, was the questions coming in and asking, like, how do I know if it's okay to come out? I'm going to cough. I'm going to mute myself. Like, you know, it doesn't feel safe at home, or if it doesn't feel safe at school. And being able to give the advice of like, if it doesn't feel safe, there's no pressure to come out. And it kind of reflected on how I felt as like a younger person, and thinking, wow, like, in some way, like, I'm helping others, but I'm also helping an inner child, if that makes sense. Of like,
definitely does.
Knowing now, I wish I had somebody to tell me that then. You know, I just felt so ashamed, and I was so uncomfortable in my own skin. And I just wish, like, I don't know, I just wish I had this. And so it's been like really great to like be somewhat of a role model or just someone that people can connect to and feel safe to ask questions and have the grace to also put up with me being a little wily coyote. How's that? How's that for slang?
Well, wily coyote.
Okay, but no, it's just been really nice and just a very beautiful way to spend Wednesdays. So, and Tayler, I'm really gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, Ever. I really like looking. I've been like reflecting like this past like week since we did our last show, and I was like, wow, I really met Ever a year ago. We did that chem test, and like it was just like absolute like balls to the wall, wild. Like we were so hyperactive. Our energy was so like
on it.
Yeah, I just like really, I felt like at that moment I was like, oh, this is definitely going to be the person that I want to do. If I wind up getting chosen to the show, I feel like this is the person I'm going to wind up doing it with, and I'm really, really blessed to have met you and go through this process with you, and like to call you a friend, and all that stuff. And when I am in LA sometime this summer,
oh my God, please,
I will definitely hit you up and we can like finally go get a drink or something.
I would love that. I'll pick you up in the Bronco.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
That's me honking a horn. No, Tayler, I feel the same. I was like really excited, and I remember we had a meeting, and I was in Texas prepping for top surgery, and I just remember telling my parents, I was like, Tayler seems really cool. I hope that we get it.
Same.
So, and we manifested it. Here we are today.
Wow, and I like, and you brought it up just now. I was like, wow, Ever, you got your top surgery like a year ago.
Yeah.
That's so, like, how do you feel like, because that you've always been very transparent about that process, especially because like it coincided with us starting the show, and like you were always behind the scenes, like Ever was really amazing and like really like transparent and open about and wanting to be open about this experience, and like throughout the show, like you have been. And like, how do you feel now, like a year out? Like, what's the tea?
It's crazy. Well, I don't want to use the word crazy. It's been really exciting to be in a skin and a body that like, when I take off my shirt, I'm not like jarred when I look in the mirror. I'm not like, oh no, my breast. Where it fits. And like, I'm so comfortable doing chest workouts at the gym, and it feels like really fun to see the progress. And I really thought I was going to be really self-conscious of my body when I was at the beach, because I'm also, look, I'm hefty, I'm thick, I'm big boned. I'm aware of my body. I'm present in my body, especially as a performer. And I think too, it was like kind of this awareness that I didn't realize I was carrying of like, okay, like I want to be a very masculine presenting person, but I still have like my tummy and my curves. And that was a bit of a shock. And then I was like, I think I'm going to be uncomfortable at the beach. And then the first day I just took off and it just didn't matter anymore. Like I was just so free. And I was like, this is the most incredible feeling. And sometimes I'll walk around the block with a shirt off. I'm like, I got to get ready for the summer.
You live in LA. Why not?
Not necessarily like, blah, but you know, I might need to run to my car for something. I don't want to put a shirt on. It's 100 degrees. But no, it's been really fun. It's been really, you know, just what a blessing.
That's beautiful, Ever.
Yeah. And really, also like, really. Your dad is in the chat, and our artists have given shout outs to their dad. Like I feel very fortunate to have a really great dad.
Yeah.
Who, wow. You know, like it's just, and mom too.
Yeah, same. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I'm like you said at the beginning, it's a very bittersweet feeling for the show to be, at least with us, for the show to be, you know, on its last episode or whatever. At the same time, I really, 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 really appreciate this moment. It has emboldened me to be so much more forthcoming with my opinions and my thoughts and my understandings of queerness as it is in modernity. And I really I don't think I'd be the same person from a year ago as I am now if I hadn't done the show. Like it definitely helped me preserve some sanity.
Yeah, too, as you're getting your PhD, which is incredible.
And I up until that point, I had really been cognizant of I need to do something else besides this. Not that my degree does not matter to me, not that my work doesn't matter. I love my research, I love my work, but it's it's always like very difficult and hard, just like from like a technical standpoint, and sometimes it is difficult and hard from just like an emotional standpoint. Like you're always constantly reading about, at least with my work, I'm always constantly reading about, you know, marginalized identity and the history of it, and there are so many beautiful moments of joy to be found in that literature, but a lot of it is just really sad. And so like it's like, frankly, like a lot of it just really, really sad and like upsetting. So like coming here and being able to have like this really positive experience and this really funny, great community, doing this with you, our production team, the people that work at It Gets Better, like it's like it's been a safe haven, truly.
Yeah. Well, we love you, and we love the whole It Gets Better team. Like,
yeah, truly. Thank you for the opportunity.
And Sorrentino Media. Yes. Hello.
Yes. Loves of my life.
Y'all, if you want to learn more about It Gets Better's resources, use !info in the chat. itgetsbetter.org has incredible resources and videos and what am I looking for? Community that you can join. It's a beautiful place to be. So check it out. Yeah. Oh my God. We're nearing the end. I can't
Ever. No. What? You know what I just thought about?
What?
We didn't have a guest today because we are the guests. And you know what that means? Where's the queerest item in your home ever? Oh God. That's what I'm saying. And now I have to really think about this. This is a 25-year anniversary DVD set, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, that I bought when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And it is a prized possession. Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it when you were 16?
Yeah, and what's wild is I think I bought this online. But it folds out and it has like all the artwork and everything. It's amazing. If you're a young queer person or just a queer person who's never seen this movie, that is also homework. The Audre Lorde piece and this.
Super homo.
Changed my life.
Here's some more homo work for you.
What is that?
I'm gonna sneeze.
Yes. Bless you.
Excuse me. This is the essential Dykes to Watch Out For by Allison Bechtel. Y'all probably know them now from Fun Home, but they used to have this incredible comic and newspapers, which is pretty wild from the time. From like, I believe, this was over 30 years now. But I think it started from the 80s and 90s, right?
Probably,
where, like,
yeah.
You wouldn't have this. But it's just like this incredible collection of all of the Dykes to watch out for. And I think this is just really gay, and it just reminds me of to have a sense of humor and queer history all in one.
Absolutely. And I love
so gay. We're so queer.
And we are. I love that it's by the woman who did Fun Home. I was obsessed with that musical in college.
Oh my God.
In undergrad. I was obsessed with it. So obsessed.
Okay, I don't know, Tayler. The Supremes poster is also very queer.
Oh, yeah. I got this from a vintage vinyl shop, of which the shopkeep, I'm like 30% sure is a gay man, but I can't say.
Oh,
we haven't gotten to that part of the rapport yet, so I've only visited a few times. But yeah, he like sells like these original prints or whatever. So I got that one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I stare at it all
really
the time.
Beautiful.
It really is. And then Beyonce's right next to it, but I won't shift the camera to show that. But
okay. Did you get tickets?
And I did.
You did?
And I did.
You got tickets.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
July 22nd. Chicago, Illinois, Soldier Field.
Oh my God.
And they're good tickets. I should say, before he starts in the chat, I don't know if he's still here or not. My dad is the one that secured these tickets. because I was working at the time, but he secured them, and I'm forever thankful and grateful for him for a plethora of reasons, but this one specifically. Yeah.
Oh my God. This is awesome. Well, congrats.
I'm going to be a fully different person after this. I really am. I'm going to be a fully different person.
You got to do like a before and after video.
And I am. I'm going to be like, wow, suddenly I'm 10 years younger.
You seem so light and different.
Yeah, or I'm really scared that like I'm going to be depressed after, because it's like my life has now
that hit.
Yeah. It's like, wow, where do I go from here? You know what I mean? Like, what happens now?
You got to go up. You know?
Yeah, now it's like the only choice I have is to meet her. Like that's it. I've seen her, and now I have to shake her hand.
Now I have to meet you, Beyonce.
Right, by any means necessary.
Tayler's really changed.
Yeah, I've like gone dark, and now I've got like the yarn board in my house tracking where Beyonce is.
You're memorizing flight patterns.
Exactly, it's okay. I know that her jet landed in the Galapagos before.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, thank you for sharing your queerest object ever. Mm-hmm. We love that.
Well, thank you.
Queer. Yeah.
Canonically queer. Oh
no. But as Ever was saying, we're gonna move into our closing segment. You guys heard me talk about this last show, but I will reiterate that It Gets Better has announced a 50 states, 50 grants, 5,000 voices. Right, the It Gets Better project grants up to $10,000 each to at least one middle school or one high school in every U.S. state, including the U.S. territories, and funds projects that uplift and support the well-being of local LGBTQ plus students, which is incredibly important right now. If you guys are paying attention at all to the news, especially in the southern states,
especially in Tornado Alley.
Yeah,
but anyways,
across the country, these are things that we need.
Exactly.
And so this year, the project will also be expanding into Canada under the name It Gets Better Youth Grants.
It Gets Bob.
It Gets Bob.
It's Bob.
It Gets Better Youth Grants, with grants awarded to at least one middle school or one high school in every Canadian province and territory. So right now, we're going to hear from a TikToker, Ash, on their favorite teacher.
The first lesbian I ever met was my 8th grade history teacher. I grew up in the rural South in the early 2000s, so there wasn't a lot of out gay people around. And even though I didn't fully understand it at the time, I was very drawn to her and her unapologetically butch lesbian attitude. All throughout high school, she ended up becoming a close family friend to me, my sister, and my mom. And I ended up graduating high school the same year that gay marriage was legalized in the United States. And just a few months later, I was able to attend her wedding to her wife. The two of them had been together for over a decade, and it was absolutely wonderful to get to see them finally get married.
What a cutie.
That's so, like, powerful and beautiful. Are you okay?
Also, did y'all hear me blow my nose?
Yes. Yes. And I was trying to figure out if we were going to ignore it or not. And I was like, I'll wait for them to bring it up if they want to.
I muted the mic.
You did it.
I've had to blow my nose the whole episode.
All I could hear was like shuffling and then a huge like blow in the nose. Oh.
I thought I was being so slick.
No.
So y'all hear me stub my toe as I like go to get the
Actually, no. Lacey Dome is right. We didn't hear anything.
Thank y'all. Thank you for your kindness.
Ooh, Dad, why are you so rude?
We've
heard all of it, Ever. He's right. We really have heard all of it. You keep saying, I'm going to mute myself, and you were not doing it.
watching me do this, and you can hear everything.
That's so oh, goodness.
What a way to end a series.
What a way to end a series. You know, we went full transparency. You guys know the real, you know the real Ever now. Whew. Anyway, you can learn more about doing the 50 States, 50 Grants, 5,000 Voices by typing 5050 command or exclamation point 5050 command in the chat. You can also see those resources. It Gets Better Project website. Okay. Anyway,
and I blew my nose right here.
My dad thought it was a bit. Oh. It is off the rails. It's okay. It wouldn't be a show with us without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next hosts are going to be great, but we'll see if they'll be just as chaotic. You know
We'll see if
they can match this level of chaos. I'll be tuning in. Anyway,
I'll be killing houseplants.
I'll be killing houseplants, you know, watching Rocky Horror, minding my business, doing all of that. Anyway, any closing remarks ever? Anything you want to leave the audience with besides, you know,
me blowing my nose?
Yeah.
What a beautiful signature. No, I just wanted to say thank y'all again, and it's been so wonderful joining y'all every other Wednesday and hanging out with you, Tayler. It's just been such a highlight of my weeks. And yeah, I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna get some Claritin D and really take care of this business. Yeah, like, I mean, future projects, I just do a lot of comedy.
And they do, and they're really good at it because they stay booked and busy.
I'm always booked. I'm always busy. So yeah, if you're in Austin, I'll be at Moon Tower Comedy Festival in April.
Ooh,
so that will be really fun. What about you, Tayler?
Well, in terms of closing statements, I would like to echo yours. Minus the sneeze and the blowing of the nose, of course. But this has really been the opportunity of a lifetime. I've truly appreciated every second of it, working with you, working with our production team, Sorrentino, It Gets Better, everybody who's like made this show possible. Truly and honestly, it has been a pleasure and a complete joy and a complete privilege. And yeah, I really appreciate it. In terms of future projects, I'm more active on TikTok now. I took a bit of a hiatus because it was getting, life is getting busy, and I was like, I don't have time for this. But I am popping back on that app, so if you want to come and follow me on there, you can follow me on other socials as well. Yeah, but that's really.
You know what else I also just noticed? I can't even show you. My camera's not plugged in. So the whole time I've been looking at my camera, but it should have been my laptop screen.
Pretend y'all didn't hear that.
No, I'm sure it's probably making a lot of sense now because as you're talking, I'm looking directly above you.
Yeah, I kind of was wondering too. I was like, when you logged on before we started, I was like, Ever keeps looking up, but like it's right in front of them. So what's this about? Anyway, if you guys want to follow us, you can write !hosts in the chat for links to our socials. We are all over Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. Well, I'm not on Instagram. Ever's on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram. I'm trying to get better at TikTok.
You are. You've been saying this for a year.
But I'll stop and I'll go, and you know what? I'll make a concerted effort. If you do, I will.
We'll see, folks. Anyway, you guys, we love you. And it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us today and for joining us before and for being on our journeys after. Stay perfectly clear.
Bye.
Bye.